Welcome back to Factorio. I'm Darkstar. Let's carry on with our Bobs and Angels run. So in the last episode we had somewhat automated tin and... no we didn't. Copper and iron. We'd also done some woodwork as well. I've been looking at the woodwork in between the episodes and I feel like I need to expand this a little bit. But before we do that, we need to fix what we're doing with these stones. We're going to make some bricks. So I think we're going to have stone coming this way, and we'll need a unsplitter like that, just like that, nice and easy. Doesn't need to be complicated. Effect. Yeah. I want to do that. And then we can do that. We don't need many, maybe just 4. We just need a good supply. Choose a few more. Do you know what? Let's go for 6. 6 seems like a good number. Okay. And then we can go down like that. Ooh, need another one. There we go. Now, how are we going to bring it down? Only 200 grand. Maybe we could come this way. But I feel like I want to go this way. And do something like that, maybe? So, I think I know how I want to do this. I'm going to use a splitter like this. So half the stone always goes towards this. Because I do want to actually use stone. But I want to limit it. Yeah. I want a loader. So that I can put that on some kind of bus, perhaps? Let's get loaders. They will be the next thing researched. But as I was saying in the intro, I don't think we're getting enough compost through. So I want to produce 2 more of these. The composters themselves are fine. It's just the amount of algae we're getting. It's just not enough. And then we'll do 2 like that, and then 2 like that. Do that. They're too high up, actually. Yeah, should be like that, shouldn't it? Cool. Let's do that. Let's get another 4 of these. Fully powered. Amazing. Yeah. I think 3 of these. Ooh, actually no. Change my mind. All we need. So that should be a little bit better. In the fact is, we've got lots of wood. We do need more. So, I was saying before, loaders, they're a little bit weird. You have to make them either in an assembly machine too, or a steam one. And I just don't get why. So, I'm going to produce one steam one. And I'm going to place it right there, so it's now powered on. And for this, it needs steam-powered inserters, and it needs 4 of them. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe make 40 of these. I think that was 40. And I'm going to grab some more iron. While I'm here, I'm going to think to put things onto a belt as well. Oh, me, I did do 40. Impressed with myself. Cool. So I should have enough of everything. It's a weird balance, but anyway. Let's get back up. Then I'll make the 10 ladders. I don't think I need 10. 10 seems a bit excessive right now. Ooh. How about we do that? So we filter brown, okay. Filter green that way. And that way we can do something like that. Okay. What was up here? Oh yes, the loaders. I just find it a bit of a strange choice. Not sure what you guys think, but especially when we come to the next tiers, I'm sure it's going to require the previous one. Yeah. So to have that steam powered one, it's just going to be tricky. We'll figure it out. How's power doing? We're plenty fine. Thank you. So I'm going to be using loaders very sparingly, just because of the resource cost. But I think there's a very good justified reason for the stone. So we are just putting it into a chest. And what we're going to do here is that's going to go onto the bus as its own separate line, because there's a few items which use stone. We are making bricks now. I'm going to limit this to maybe 5 stacks, so that's 5,000 bricks. It's quite a lot. Now, we have done the research for tin, and we do need tin. We need it to melt to melt to get logistics, because these require tin plates. So we need to set this up, but we can't smelt it. We have to make it from tin ore, and tin ore can only be gotten at this stage at least by refining crushed bobmonium, which means we will get byproducts of slag and we will get silicon. But that's what we're going to have to do. So I think I'm going to craft a fair amount of miners because bobmonium takes a lot to mine out. So coming over to this, for example, you can see the mining time is like 100% of normal, and then that's 100% of normal. But Bob is 250. Rubite's 200. I'm not sure what Jubilite is up here. And I've not seen any Critinium yet. But yeah, that's essentially what we're working with. So, from that, we'll need to make, I think, maybe 4 of these. 4 seems about right. Definitely need more bricks, though. Those. So, I think 4 makes sense, just because of the mining time. And this will then need to go into an ore sorting facility. I think I only need 1. But I don't know. Let's find out. Ooh, need more copper. Let's pick up some copper. So you can kind of see we're going for some kind of bus, aren't we? So we're going to have iron, we're going to have copper, stone bricks, and stone. So it's probably going to be something like that. In fact, down that one. That's that one. And this can be stone. And we'll have copper come this way. Stone bricks come down that way. That's what I'm thinking of, at least anyway. I'm going to produce a few more assemblers as well, because I want to automate belt production. Just the regular belts at least anyway. Because I can't automate these yet. Oh, I can. Maybe in a bit. Regular belts first. That's the important bit. So, start over here, I think. Do that. And do... Yeah. It's annoying it's there. It's fine. What I'll do is just do that. Go down like that, up like that. Okay. So we need to make belts. So obviously we need a belt maker and we need a gear maker. In, there, there. Done. Then we'll limit it, maybe 500. Okay. Interesting. I went that way with stun. Maybe it's better to go down that way. Yeah, will do. And then I can come around like that. Okay. Okay. some more belt. Okay. I'm gonna do that. Just so it's kind of balanced. It's not really, but as much as we can get it really. As you can see, fairly slow, isn't it? Get it all up. So it's one of these things where I'm thinking, is this even too much itself? I'm going to make one more of these though. I'm going to do a 2-to-1 ratio. So 2 crushers to 1 ore sorter. So I'm going to place the ore sorter down now because they're quite large. We'll do the crusher like that. So we'll have the ore coming that way. Now, I'm going to have to think what I'm going to do with all the byproducts. So maybe do something like that. Sort you out. Thank you. Sort these. For doing that, we use a filter. Yeah. And then I'm just going to get it to export everything it has. I feel like I need a bigger boxes. Or silos would be good. They require steel. How do we make steel? Oh. There isn't the old recipe anymore. Okay. And steel. Okay. And then I think do that. And that. I think what I'm aiming for is to do that. Maybe we could do something like that. I'm going to balance it. Hang on, what am I doing? Why do I want to bring crushed stone this way? I think this just makes things more awkward. Let's use underground and bring it this way. So we can have all the crushed stone come this way. Yeah. I mean, what I could do is that. It's kind of clever, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, kind of like that. That's a nice idea. Obviously going to be sorting Bob. Let's place these down too. Set the filters. Yeah. Filter both of these. Do that. Do that. And do something like that. Like that. Again, still need to filter it somehow. I think we'll use splitters for that. Let's connect it up, see if it works as I expect it to. There we go, making slag. Making tin though. So works as I imagined. See how quickly this drains down, which seems to be fairly. I am going to use more of these loaders, I think. Just for ease. So I'll do that and that. So for you, could you filter? I don't know. Silicone ore. And could you filter the slag? If I can do anything with slag yet. Obviously, this process is going to stop as soon as these byproducts fill up. But fortunately, tin is the predominant output. So let's have a look at slag processing. So I can barrel it up, cool, but what about here? I can melt it later, much later. Can I crush it? Can I already crush it? That's a question. Yeah, so I can make crushed stone. So, not a huge issue straight away. Alright. So we need to make tin. It needs 24 ingots in 24 seconds. So we'll need one of these. Again, I think I might use one of these. You're really lazy about it. Said I was going to use them sparingly, and then, whoops. Then we have, I don't know, maybe 3 like that. This could make 10. We do need coal though, so we need to power this up. So maybe something like that. I'm not usually one for spaghetti, but this is exactly what it's becoming right now. Okay. So once we've got the ore, the ingots need to then be cast, but first melted. And it takes 12 ingots every 4 seconds, so this means it can do 2 at a time. Cool. Let's get 2 induction furnaces. I'm building as if this is running at 100% efficiency. It's not going to. But it'll be fine. I don't like how these are stacking up right now. So I think maybe do 2 with 1 apart. Just like that. That makes sense to me. Just a few more of these. Molten tin. I just had the weird thought that I wasn't recording. There we go. Now we got molten tin. And then we cast into these. And I'm just going to make 6. Is 6 the right recipe? I doubt it. So you require 40, so 1/3 every 4 seconds. 6 is the right ratio. I didn't even check that. Got me. We're just looking for a nice number. Okay. This is backing up, and they're waiting for products, so they need more input. This is where we want fast inserts, but we're so far away from fast inserts. Well, not far away. On the grand scheme of things. Already did that one. It's good to remind myself, though. So do that. There we go. Much better. I want to balance it. Just so it's on both sides. Yeah, it's doing a lot better now, isn't it? Yeah, the miners can't keep up. It's what I kind of thought would be the case. Now, I think I'll place them down here. Now 1, 2, 3. The tin just come out like that. Tin plates. Probably far too much. Okay. Use one of these and one more of these. Okay. We need a few more of these. Okay. We're now making 10. Okay. Step 1 completed. What's solder need? Interesting. Well, this is going to back up. In fact, can I build another one of these? Yeah. Can't set it to solder yet. I'm just thinking about where it's going to go. What do I make lead? Ooh, that requires oxygen. I want to get some sulfur dioxide back. Sulfur dioxide is really useful. Just not now. So the question is, how am I going to make oxygen? So I can do the catalyst, which is fine. I think that's my only option, isn't it? Which means more slag. I say it's fine, but clearly I'm not fine, am I? Okay. Do I need tin plates for anything else other than logistics? Let's have a look. Logistics and some circuit boards later on. One. I'm just going to leave it to do its thing for a bit. I can't make the solder now anyway. But what I can do is I can set up more of these. So maybe do 4 of those. And we're going to do the same thing for lead. And again, the only way we can get lead, unfortunately, rubite. Or at least right now. So we're going to do a very similar setup, but this time we're not going to make lead plates. Lead plates, as I remember, are very rare to use. Like nuclear processing, some batteries later. Batteries and steel. Ugh, why? It's a weird choice. Wow. It's fine. Okay. Let's get rid of these trees. Probably should check how the research is going as well. It's doing fine. You know what? I've changed my mind. It's not doing fine. We can do better. So let's deconstruct all of this. Leave that to do its thing for now. So, I think I want the rest of those. I need more iron. Okay. And I want some more of these. So we had 3. Let's increase that to 12. It's like a proper bus. Right. So, I'm going to start it over here. And we'll have one making gears, one making gears, and the rest making those. Feel like that. I mean, I do have Bob's Logistics, but I don't really need it right now. So I think it's going to do that. So this is going to be copper coming in that way. And then iron can come in that way. Let's make some more of these. Love it. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's very foolish. Let's fix that. Did you guys notice straight away? I did. Okay. Now let's deconstruct the rest of that. Then nothing is manually fed. I could say man fed then. Leave those to finish using their packs up. After we've done soldering electronics, we're doing steel. Cool. Probably should look at some military soon. So I feel like I'm going to start annoying the neighbours soon. It's a very strange percentage to reach. Okay. Let's not destroy anymore. Okay. This overkill? Probably. Let's just put all of those in. Reaching new heights of researchability. Doing a whole 20 science per minute so far. Nice. 24 maybe? Must be some kind of record. Anyway. Right, so we have 10. Still need to do the solder stuff. I feel that's too many, you know. I don't think I need that much lead at all in the beginning. Just do the one. And it's how many of these? Let's go 12. The next question is, how am I going to do green? Because it requires a lot more, a load more parts. If I hover over what it requires, you can see like it's going to require wood. It's going to require tin. We just don't have down here yet. Well, we have tin. That's a lie. Let's bring the stone down. There we go. You know what we could do? This could be wood. Bring it down all the way from up there. Oh, hello. Oh, they have filters as well. Interesting. Alright. Oh, I can just forget about it. Yeah, that seems to be working quite well, doesn't it? And all the wood. So maybe I can go into green circuits quite quickly. Because the thing is, I can make these electronics, and I can make these. I just don't need them yet to make green circuits, or the green science, even. Which means what? Potentially I could do cement. What other things do I need to do? I want that metallurgy processing too. So it's going to be like looking at this. Because we have that, we can get these strand casters. Right, bronze. Yeah. How do we do bronze? Tin and copper. Okay, it's fine. But yeah, I'd want to be able to do like the advanced tin. Anyway, loads to do. Yeah, let's think about this for a sec. I do actually need more wood. Okay. It's like an electronics one. Electronics, there we go, electronics assembly machine. And bronze needed. Okay. I'm going to skip over lead. Like, why do I need it now? I don't. I could do a lot of these researches without. So, we're going to need basic circuit boards. They are going to require wooden boards and copper. So something like that. So if we do that one there, takes 1 second to make one of these, requires one wooden board, which can be made half a second. So this means this one can support 2 of these, okay. And you can make 2 of these. Right. So we're familiar with the ratio then. So normally in traditional Factorio, we would do 3 for copper, 2 for the circuit itself, but we'd need another 1 here for the wooden board. Something like that. And then you guys know that. Do I have long-handed inserters yet? No. So we require that. And then we can do long and near. So I think I want to move these up the chain. Okay. Make one of these. In fact, I'll do that. And then do that. More of these. Do something like that. Something like that. These would just output as normal. But then we need two going this way, but these are going to be longer. So we'll do that, that, and that. But we'll also need wood to come down here. So we'll need another splitter. Do that. And another undergroundy. I'm going to do another underground actually, because I could potentially duplicate this. And I'll get it to take it from this side, just like that. And then if I chose to, I don't think I will, I could potentially do that. This is what we're going to keep for the interim. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Again, as an interim solution. I'm not going to connect the wood yet until we have long inserts, which we already do. Amazing. So pick up there, but you're going to drop that. Gotta love Bob's adjustable inserts. And you are going to drop on the near side. And we'll leave a nice decent stack. Mid electronics. All right. Going to help a lot, I believe. So, I think let's make some of these for the next tier of science. So I'm just going to place them down. So I'm trying to figure out how things fit. So at the minute, this is quite spaghetti, at least for me. So we'll have these 7. More of these. So it should be a lot faster to craft now. And we'll do that, that, that. Okay. So, what we then need is to be able to make these. Which is fine. Those are easy. We just need 3 of these. Okay, and 3, just 2, I think. Yeah, just 2 of them. So we place these three here. 1, 2, 3. Here. In fact, it might make sense to place them a little bit further down. Yeah. It's not even 3, remember? Okay. And then we need gears. The gears are going to go into there. That's going to go into there. We're going to have iron go down here, I think. Yeah. I'm going to do that and that. All. Pick up a couple more of these. Okay. Do that. Okay. We'll use that, because again, I'm being lazy. Ideally, it should be split like that. And then it can come down like that. This is going to go elsewhere, isn't it? Automated those. Incredible. Now, this will be for that. Okay. Let's make more of these. And do I start that research? Maybe get some quick wins, I think. Okay. I think that's all I need. So you're going to be a game maker and you're going to be a game maker. You are going to make regular belts. You're going to make yellow belts. Let's export you on the near side. And we need another one coming in the 10. Need an underground. Okay. Some more of these. Yeah, it's got everything it needs except 10. And let's fix that. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. I'll get those quick wins after I've done the steel smelting. But while we are waiting for those, I'm going to grab some more iron. I'm going to start making... Okay, so I've got those already. Already got those. I'm going to need some electrolyzers. Ooh, we'll need flare stacks. What am I doing with the hydrogen? Let's have a look. Flare. Okay. Yeah, I can't produce lead or steel until we get flare stacks because there's nothing we can do with the hydrogen. There's no recipe right now which uses hydrogen. So if I come here, look at the different hydrogen recipes. If I can find it, there we go. Hydrogen gas. So it's been sent into flamethrower turret. How does that work? It's not a fluid. Unless it's stored at extremely high pressures. Yeah, nothing I can use it in right now. Okay. In fact, how can they purified water? Let's get regular water. And it gives me saline water. Is that would be better than having a slag byproduct? Like a hell of a lot better. We'll do that. And water treatment. Yeah. Then we can use that to do the purified water. Yeah. Is there any like atmospheric condensers or air purifiers? Like Factorio. Yeah, so we use these air filters. Where do you get an air filter from? Oh, from here. So again, I can invent it from this as well. Yeah, and cue that research. So I don't even need to use that. I can just use that recipe. Afterwards, we are going to do that one, I think. We'll do that one too. Bronze copper will be useful. Because what we've been doing is obviously smelting these crushed straight into the plates. We sort them. For this one, we'll get 2 iron and 1 copper. And if we sort this one, we'll get 2 copper and 1 iron. It's tricky to do though. I'm going to stick to this route till we can get the regular iron and copper by itself. I just don't use enough copper. There's no justification for it. Anywho, let's go back up here. Let's do that. What we can do is do that down here. Unlike that'll be fine. So this will give us all the ribeye. Let's place a few more of these down. looking at those recipes, do they require anything special? No, it's all good. Making sure it didn't require bronze or something daft like that. I will leave it like that. Then we go. It's not often you see a belt in Bob's in Angel's Runs. Not a belt, I've also seen. What am I talking about? Clearly I need more coffee. Okay. Changed my mind. I'm gonna go up instead. Okay. So we're gonna do that and that. Ooh, we can't do that because we need to put the crushed stone somewhere. We do it like that. So do one like that, one like that. We can have crushed stone coming out that way. And then we can do like an undergroundy like. Let's filter you first though. And we want you to filter crushed stone out. I'm going to do rubite. I'm going to do rubite sorting. Okay. Then what to do with the stuff. Search logistics science packs now. So let's change this recipe around. Our requirements like, okay. Might be a good idea to make some more though. So I've currently got 8 up. So let's make 12. The power. Yeah. And I need 24 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll also need 12 of these. Not sure if the coal production we're doing is enough for it. I was wondering why the copper slowed down quite significantly. Ah, nice. Let's build a few radars as well. Much point. Yeah. I was not aware of that. Interesting. Remember, folks, if you're upgrading your power, make sure you upgrade whatever's feeding it. Okay. Advanced algae. Being a better algae farm sounds better. Has a faster crafting speed. Yeah, doubles the crafting speed at least. But we need flare stacks. It's more important right now. We'll need bronze, so we might as well get on with it. Yeah. What are these doing down here? Not too bad at all. Okay. Let's get on with this then. It's just going to come out this way. I think I'm going to do one in and one out. And now let's connect these up. What's annoying is we don't use nickel for ages and ages. I always wondered why it was byproduct so early on. So nickel plate. It's a product. It shows you how it's made, but has no use. So molten nickel has to be used for other things. Or other nickel ingots. So they can be used as byproducts in other things. Like Invar, in nitinol. But they're all mid to late. Okay, so and what will filter here? We shall filter slag. We'll do that. And this time we will filter nickel. Will then leave us with all the lead we shall need. Okay, so we're making the ore. But now we need to think about making the ingots. So to make the ingots, we will need a flare stack. Need more iron, apparently. We'll need a couple of air filters. We'll need a chemical plant. It's not going to give us loads, but it'll give us some. Make a small storage tank as well. What's the difference between? I'm not sure. Place it down. Yeah, it's a full way. That's fine. So let's place the air purifier here. If I recall correctly though, as much as it's a bit of a menace to make this up, I think the air purifiers take pollution. They do. Amazing. I'm going to press F5 then and show the tile grid. So if I can get them in different chunks. It means they'll absorb pollution a little bit more effectively. A little cheaty, but I'm okay with it. Okay, there we go. Then we are going to put you here. You're going to do separation. You're going to filter straight away. And you're going to do that. Just making air. And what we'll see is that we're noticing some of the pollution go down a bit. It's going down there as well because of the arboretum that eats pollution too. Need to power that first. So we now have oxygen. Cheap and cheerful, but we have oxygen. So, next thing to make ingots, we need a furnace. Okay, so we're going to go down here, I think. Just because we've got easy access to coal. It's the only reason I'm doing it. selecting this. Now I'm going to use the undergroundy. In hindsight, what I should have done is place it like that. And then we have, so now it has its oxygen that it needs. Is there any of these that I actually want? Capacity bonus sounds super useful right now. Maybe. I don't need any of those. Advanced material processing sounds useful. Especially the idea of making the crushed ferrous ore. So we can separate that out into iron and manganese, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio for iron. It's really nice. I'll think about it though. Anyway, gonna have to be another flask. I've got no use for this sulfur dioxide right now. Normally I'd want to turn it into acid. So let's go like that. I'll make a few of these. And then let's make an underground. We'll do something like that. You just have to figure out where we are putting the solder smelting. But I think that's a job for next time. I feel like we're in a relatively good position. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start the next research, which is the insert capacity. I think that's super useful. I'm going to take a screenshot for the YouTube thumbnail. But yeah, I think that's everything from me. If you enjoyed this episode, why not come across to the next episode? Thanks a lot. Take care.